গত রোববারের স্বামীজির স্পিচটি ছিল একটু সংক্ষিপ্ত, কারণ আমাদের মাঝে উপস্থিত ছিলেন সুদূর কলকাতা থেকে বিখ্যাত সেতার শিল্পী। উনি পরে সেতার বাজিয়ে শুনিয়েছিলেন আমাদেরকে, যেটি আমি আগের ব্লগে শেয়ার করেছি। যারা এখনও দেখেননি, আমি ডেসক্রিপশন বক্সে লিংক দিয়ে দেব, আপনারা গিয়ে একটু শুনতে পারেন। অপূর্ব সুন্দর বাজিয়েছিলেন তিনি। আমরা স্বামীজির সঙ্গে একটি শান্তি মন্ত্র পাঠ করেছিলাম, যে শান্তি মন্ত্রটি হলো নিজের জন্যে, নিজেদেরকে স্ট্রং করার জন্যে, কারণ আমরা ঠাকুরের পুজো করব। পারলে আপনারাও পাঠ করবেন এই মন্ত্রটি। নিশ্চয়ই এটি আমাদের স্পিরিচুয়াল লাইফকে উন্নত করবে আরও।
Knowledge of the Upanishad means Veda. Upanishad means Veda. And Veda means knowledge. And what is that knowledge? Knowledge of the Atman, knowledge of the Brahman, knowledge of the all-pervading consciousness. That is the whole thing going on in different way, in different times, is going on in that way. So this Brahman is one, and it is without two, it is eternal and unchanging, all-pervading consciousness. So when we say the word Brahman, it is this. And the same Brahman is also known as Atman. And sometimes the Atman is referred as the Jivatma, the individual self within us. The Jivatma, Paramatma, that also sometimes they use. But this terminology, if we remember, then there is no problem. We can understand. So Brahman, Atman, Self, Jivatma, Paramatma, these are all the same. It means all-pervading consciousness. The consciousness everywhere. And science is proving it. Nowadays it has become so easy to prove that consciousness is everywhere. But we cannot imagine the consciousness in that way. Or all-pervading consciousness. How can I meditate on that? How can I concentrate on that? So we take the help of some object. So that is called Upasana. With the Upasana, there is some object is there, and I am trying to reach to that object, understanding that object through concentration. The process is also there. So that is called Upasana. The next Upanishad that we are going to take up, that will teach us the Vedic meditation, Upanishadic meditation. Then what is that meditation? Through Upasana. We will come afterwards. And in the last that we have completed, last Sunday, we have discussed on Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. And in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, we concluded with a prayer. One is praying to the Pushan. Pushan means the sun. That I like to see the Brahman. I like to stand face to face with the Brahman. So please remove all the covering from the face of the Brahman. Pushan, Ekarshe, Yama, Surya, Prajapatya, Bhugodasmi, Samoha Teja, Yatte Rupam Kalyanatamam, Tatte Prashami. So this way they pray. I like to see the face of the Brahman. I like to stand face to face with the Brahman. Why? Because I am that Brahman. And I can do that. And I have every right to that. So this is the way we are praying. Concluding that prayer, with that prayer we concluded the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Though afterwards some of the discussions were there, that we avoided, because that is mainly about after death where people will go and what will happen and all that. So that is a very interesting discussion though, but mostly depend on the karma phala. So when suddenly we are going up on top of the Himalaya, then again coming down and discussing about all the rebels and other things. So I thought it is better we stop there. Shankaracharya also stopped, not giving any commentary on that. So why? Because that is another type of thing. If we die, where we will go? Shall we go to our ancestors? Shall we go to God? That depends on your ultimate thought. When a person is dying, exactly that moment, whatever the thought will be there, prevailing, it will go away. So that is the reason they say, go on practicing, taking the name of God, meditating on God. Why? For that last moment. And when that last moment comes, it is so sudden and so painful. We cannot remember anything unless and until we practice it. That's why they say, right from the beginning, when a person is very young, go on repeating that, practicing that, so that at the end of the life, when the death is coming, immediately one can remember that. You know, I can, this flashback, like the flashback, it comes when we were in Belur in the training center as a novices. So one of our friends, Brahmachari, we used to go to take the bath in the Ganga. The Ganga is flowing by the side of the Belur. And he was swimming, but he was not good in that. So suddenly the Ganga, apparently it is very calm, but below is a very strong current is there. Sometimes it happens. And it happened in that way, and he was carried away by that. And he was dying over there. Then suddenly another brahmachari who was very good in swimming, he saw it and he jumped and then took him out. We were all observing. When he came out, he became all right. Next day, some of us asked him, now tell us, when you were dying, you were under the water, you knew that you were going to die. What thought crossed your mind? He said, in the beginning I was trying to survive. So I was going on, trying to come up and all that. Then I understood, it is not, I am not going to do it. Because I don't know how to swim, moreover. And slowly, the strong current in the water flow, taking me deep into the Ganga. I am going to die. When that thought came that I am going to die, immediately flashed in my mind, this is the moment I should remember Mother. So I was remembering Ma Sardamani Devi. And actually the Ganga was flowing, I think, southwards. So he was bathing in Swami Vivekananda's, that room is there, over there. And he carried away, flowed up to the Mother's temple. Those who have visited Belur, you know. And there he thought about the Mother, and that is the time he spotted that he is there, and he jumped and rescued him. So last moment, we must be very, very careful. So one of our Swami, he told to the other brahmacharis that you must remember that you are going to die any moment. The death is holding you here. And by that way you should practice spirituality. So these are all practices, very intense practices of spirituality, but best thing is, as for the householders, 5 different, the yajnas they have mentioned, that is all right. The morning when you get up, remember God. And second, you must remember that the rishis, they developed a wonderful knowledge. So you must study a book. So Deva Yajna, Rishi Yajna, then Pitri Yajna. Before taking bath or at the time of taking bath, you must remember your ancestors, grandfather, grandma, and all those, and remember them. And afterwards, think about or pray about the Nri Yajna, a human being. Some of them, they cannot actually help themselves. They are poor, you have to help them. And Bhuta Yajna. Bhuta Yajna means the birds, the animals, all they are So you have to help them too. So these all are the 5 stages. But that is not in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad only say this is the thing. You have to be always alert, conscious that any time death may come, so prepare your mind in that way. But nothing to be afraid of about death. Death is a change only. So as we change our old clothing and take a new clothes, just like that. We give up the old body and take a new body. And a little baby came today, a new body. He has given up his old and came, and he is beginning his life. So I gave them the first rice eating ceremony. The Hindus, they always observe that he is going to have the fast rice eating ceremony. Then after a few days, he will go and munch different Italian foods and all this. And then the time will come again. He has to give up. So this thing goes on in circle. But if you are interested to go beyond the circle of birth and death, well, we have to study this. So what we will know? The Srishti and the Srashta. What is Srishti? Creation. What is Srashta? Who has created it? This is the whole of religion. Srishti and the Srashta. Now, light removes the darkness, knowledge removes the ignorance. So we always show the light. In Hindus, for everything there will be lighting a lamp for anything. What is that actually? Why in that nowadays all electricity is there? Why we are burning a lamp to inaugurate a huge 30 or 50 floor building? Lamp is Why? Because that is the symbol of knowledge. The light removes the darkness, knowledge removes the ignorance. What is the ignorance? I am tiny little human being. That is the ignorance. Friends, let us begin with the Shanti mantra. And today we will only read the Shanti mantra, and then we will request that one famous sitarist has come and he will be playing the sitar today. So please repeat after me. Om Appayantu Mumangani Bhak Prana Chakshu Shutra Atha Balamindriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahmo Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakurya Ma Brahma Nirakaro Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam Mestu Tadatmani Niratiya Upanishadsu Dharmaste Mai Santu Te Mai Santu Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. May my limbs, my speech, vital forces, eye, ear, also the strength, and all the organs become well developed. So this is the prayer for myself. And sometimes we pray for everyone. But this is the prayer for myself. Why? Because I am going to worship God. And when I am going to worship God, I need this strength. Otherwise, I won't be able to. So, all my organs should develop. Upanishad teaches everything is the Brahman. May I not forget that Brahman. Upanishad teaches everything is Brahman means consciousness. May I not forget that. May not Brahman deny me too. That consciousness, that Brahman should not deny me too. Let there be no misunderstanding and separation between Brahman and me. May all the good qualities listed by the Upanishads develop in me, who am trying my best to realize the Self. May I develop all divine qualities. So when I am going to realize the Brahman, when I am going to realize the God, what I should do? I should develop good qualities. What are the good qualities? Keeping the promises is the first and the foremost. Once I have given the word, I must get to that, stick to that. I should not change, deviate. Friends, that is the reason I feel Swami Vivekananda started Vedanta Society in America and not in India. In India, services were necessary, preparation were necessary. Because of the long subjugation under the foreign rules, we lost our originality. So that was necessary. So Swami Vivekananda started Ramakrishna Mission in India, but Vedanta Society in America and Europe, because this quality. So once I have given the word, I must stick to that, I must complete that, and that way the good qualities should come to me. So this is their prayer. And with this, I stop over here. We will enter into the main Upanishad, which will be teaching us the Upasana, a very unique way of meditation. But you know, the Veda, they will be telling you all these things that the God will meditate on that. And meditation means when I am taking the breathing, that is also God, that is giving me the energy, I should meditate on that. All we will, in details, we will study. This is the Upasana, and what is the definition of the Upasana, and how we should do, and what is the effect is coming after the Upasana. Ultimately, this Upasana will take us to happiness.